What's up, guys? How are you? And welcome back to another episode of the Nose Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, aka The Nose. We've got another NASCAR episode for you today. We're going to recap everything that happened at the Iowa Corn 350 from the Iowa Speedway. Ty Gibbs picked up his second NASCAR Cup Series victory of the season and the second of his career by winning the Iowa Corn 350 on Sunday, August 9th. Ty Gibbs held off his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, Christopher Bell, in an incredible finish after a brilliant strategy call by crew chief Tyler Allen. During a cycle of green flag pit stops, the number 54 team, they opted for only 2 tires, allowing Ty Gibbs to beat Christopher Bell off pit road. Then Ty Gibbs led the final 20 laps and crossed the finish line about a quarter of a second ahead of his teammate Christopher Bell to claim the victory. The win also vaulted Ty Gibbs into second place in the Cup Series standings and gave Toyota its first ever Cup Series victory at Iowa Speedway. The race got off to a wild start on just lap 4. Tyler Reddick got loose, and then he took out Eric Jones as well as they were battling for 8th place. Entering turn 1, both drivers slammed to the outside wall, ending their races almost immediately. It was just a devastating blow to Eric Jones' to his playoff hopes as he continues fighting for one of the 16 postseason spots. Ryan Blaney was the class of the field early on. After winning the pole, he led all 70 laps of Stage 1 and captured the stage victory ahead of Joey Logano and Kyle Larson. Ryan Blaney went on to lead a race-high 129 laps and looked like one of the cars to beat all afternoon. Kyle Larson, though, his struggles at Iowa continues on lap 149 when he was caught in a 4-wide situation on the front stretch that began with John Hunter Nemechek. The incident collected Larson, teammate Alex Bowman, and several others. Larson finished 33rd, 18 laps down. Elsewhere, Shane Van Gisbergen spun early following a restart while Carson Hocevar battled mechanical issues along with a Stage 2 spin, leaving both drivers multiple laps off the pace. Christopher Bell, he appeared to have the race under control after taking the lead from Ryan Blaney on lap 254. However, everything changed during the final green flag pit stop. Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs pitted together on lap 293, but the number 54 crew chief gambled with a 2-tire stop. That strategy proved to be the winning move as Ty Gibbs held off Christopher Bell's charge over the closing laps. Joe Gibbs Racing had an outstanding afternoon, placing 4 drivers inside the top 6, with Ty Gibbs winning, Christopher Bell finishing second, Denny Hamlin coming home 5th, and then Chase Briscoe finished in 6th place. So my fantasy lineup this week, it actually did pretty good for a change. Ryan Blaney, if you saw the comments, you've seen that I did change it up again right at the last minute. And I also changed my 36 for 36 pick, which I think whenever I did the show, I didn't even give you my 36 for 36 pick, so you guys even know who I went with. But my final lineup this week, it was Ryan Blaney, who gave me 47 points. William Byron, he gave me 32 points. Joey Logano gave me some good points again at 41. Ty Gibbs was my high score this week at 69 points. And then Christopher Bell, he also gave me 50 points. My garage driver was Kyle Larson again, and thankfully I made the right call by moving him there because he only scored 12 points after getting caught up in that crash. So that gave my lineup a total of 279 points, making it a really solid points day. In the matchups couldn't have gone much better. We went 4 for 4 this week. We took Ryan Blaney over William Byron, Joey Logano over Chase Elliott, Josh Berry over Ryan Preece. I changed that one at the last minute. I had Preece first, but then I seen Preece was starting in the rear because he had 2 failed inspections. So I changed that to Josh Berry. And I took Austin Cindric over Shane Van Gisbergen. Always nice to sweep the matchup card here for the 36 for 36. This was not good. Originally, I had Ryan Preece selected, but I made a late change to Austin Cindric. Looking back, I should have stayed with Preece because Austin Cindric only gave me 8 points. That ended up being my second worst 36 for 36 finish this year. The worst one that I had was when I took Austin Hill back in, I forgot what race it was, Atlanta. I took him in Atlanta. He only gave me 6 points. But the next week after that was a bounce back week because I think it was North Wilkesboro. So I'm hoping Richmond is going to be another bounce back week for me, and I'll pick someone really good. For the best bets, the betting card, we got 3 of the 8 bets correct, and we lost about 3/4 of a unit. We were down 0.74 of a unit. The winning bets were we got Joey Logano over Chase Elliott correct, Ty Gibbs top 10, and Ryan Blaney a top 5. Even with the losing week, we're still having a profitable season. The year to date, we are up 0.68 of a unit. We also came incredibly close to cashing our 150-1 long shot bet on Josh Berry. He had a fantastic run, but came up just short, finishing 4th place. That would have been an unbelievable ticket to cash right there. Looking ahead, we're going to turn our attention over to Richmond Raceway. I'm really excited because this will be my first ever trip to Richmond, and I'll actually be there to watch the race live. I've already been to Martinsville, I've been to Bristol, Darlington, and North Wilkesboro, so I'm looking forward to adding another historic short track to the list. On the next episode, we're going to preview the Richmond race, and I'll give you my fantasy lineup, my driver matchups, my 36 for 36 pick, and I'm going to give you my best bets like I do every weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that, so stay tuned. That episode will come out either late Friday or early Saturday morning, as I will be leaving to head to Richmond Saturday morning since the race is Saturday night. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with your fellow NASCAR fans. Every subscription, every download, every comment, and every share, it helps this podcast continue to grow. And I truly appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to listen. As always, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the Nose Sports Podcast. God bless, and we'll see you in a few days.